Today we're going to be finding out 5 reasons why Australia is far better than America.
Oh, very interesting statement there. We've already seen some videos about Australia, and I've already agreed with the title of this video, so I'm curious what the actual reasons for this are going to be.
A lot of Americans seem to move there and they're like, wow, living here seems to be a lot better than America, where they work us like slaves and don't give us health care.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sure we're going to get a little bit of that. Some time off stuff mentioned in here.
Here's a candle of Joe Rogan as Jesus? I don't know what that's supposed to be.
This is an interesting background here.
Let's do it. Here we go.
Fuckers, the Buttsman here. Absolute pleasure to be inside your phone or your computer or whatever you're watching this on. Let me just say this real quickly. I love America. It seems like a really nice place. We have so much to thank them for. Like movies. And thank fuck, because all Australian films absolutely suck. Technology. Yeah, we invented Wi-Fi, which means everyone can watch porn now, which is wonderful. And culture as well. Culture, hang on mate, we do shoeys all fucking day. It's all about the fucking shoey around here. But outside of all that, there is some hilarious shit that you American people get up to that sort of ruins your country just a little bit. And that's why I've decided to make a video all about 5 different reasons that Australia is far better than the US of A. But first, ladies and gentlemen, it's competition time. The new merch drop is almost here on the 25th of November. Brand new merch, just like this amazing moist t-shirt that sold out in the long sleeve form extremely quickly last time. Now, listen to this.
Seems
this
like
is
quite the
important.
character.
Competition is. The first prize is $5,000 fucking dollars. Not bad. Second prize is a big old very pumped. You get free tickets to all my shows for life.
Shows. He's like a stand-up comedian.
And
Really?
to win, all
Alright,
you
we're
have
going to
to
skip
do,
over to here.
Reason number 1, Australia is far better than America. Guns. Alright? I love guns. Let me just say that. I enjoy guns. I've got a casing of a .50 caliber rifle right there on my shelf. But America, I'm sorry, I know it's in your constitution, but pull your fucking heads in. We had one mass shooting in Australia back in the 90s, and everyone just sort of went, fuck me dead. Probably shouldn't give every Tom, Dick and Harry a fucking rifle. Probably not a fucking great idea. Which sucks, but it also means we don't have a school shooting every 15 fucking minutes, alright?
So the logic of being like, wow, this bad thing happened. Let's change something so this bad thing doesn't happen anymore.
We've found the solution. Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, true. You know, every time a bad situation like that happens, just be like, oh, that sucks. Wow. All right, next day.
And then somebody's like, shouldn't we do something about this? This is not the time to be political.
Yeah, what is going on? And then also them like an hour later, yeah, what race was the person who did the thing?
It's always a white kid.
Yeah, it's usually.
And like, if you like break it all down statistically, school shootings happen like every single day in the United States. Every day.
But you know, it's not the guns that kill people.
People that kill people. Come on.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It makes a lot of sense. A lot of logical sense that a bad thing happened in Australia with guns, and decided no more guns.
They don't even report shootings anymore. Like, if there's a school shooting, it's not even national news coverage anymore, like a big deal, because it happens so much. It's crazy.
Which is nice. It is a nice thing to have in a country, I believe. America, you have a relatively easy fix to this too. Don't let mentally ill people have fucking assault rifles. And I don't mean people with depression. That's not what I'm talking about. Depression and anxiety. That's not what I mean by mentally ill. I mean the pricks that you walk down past at the shops, right? You're walking past in the grocery aisle and they're talking to themselves and you think to yourself, fuck, I hope they're not talking to me. And then you look at them and you go, oh, fuck, I hope they're not talking to me. And then they look at you and you think, oh, thank fuck they don't have a gun. That's what I'm talking about. You know what the deadliest weapon in Australia is? Other than me. The deadliest weapon in Australia is a fucking boomerang. Right? Do you know how many people's lives are taken by this bendy stick? Not many, if any. Reason number 2. Your political environment, your politics, your politicians, and everyone who supports them are fucking insane. Ask anyone in Australia, who do they want as the leader of this country? And the general reaction will be, I don't give a fuck, they're all fucked. And that's what the reaction should be, because they're all lying pieces of shit. But for some reason in America right now, like, it's life or death for people based on who they go for in their political team, which is hilarious to look at. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care. Have a look how most Australians react when they disagree with something that our Prime Minister, our leader, does.
Let's have a look at this.
You from the media, tell the Prime Minister to go and get...
Pretty funny, yeah? It doesn't really hurt anyone, and it's nice. It's nice for people to get their opinion out there. What do Americans do when they disagree with something that their leader did? They burn their cities down. Which brings me to my third fucking reason, riots. There are no riots in Australia. The only time there would ever be riots in Australia if Macca's didn't serve the all-day breakfast or Servos ran out of pies. That'd be fucking it. Dipshits and dickheads throughout America have recently been destroying people's lives, livelihoods, businesses, homes, everything for riots. For no fucking purpose, no win, there's nothing positive has come from these, just destruction and turmoil. If you did that in Australia, you ruined someone's business or you burnt it down or you trashed their house, you would get clipped around the fucking ears and everyone would hate you. It's just true. But in America, it seems like the media is just like, oh, great work, great writing, it's peaceful. Fucking bullshit, all right? We would never accept that in Australia. And also,
I think you might be a little out of touch with this one.
Yeah, this one doesn't really apply necessarily to the U.S. stuff. I agree with how everything is super politicized in the U.S. when we travel around to most countries. People, like, Americans just talk about politics all the time, and then people always talk about American politics in other countries as well. But when it comes to, like, the riots and stuff, there's a lot more coverage, I feel like, on the violence of it than the peacefulness of it. If it's peaceful, it's usually not in the media much.
For example, when these riots were probably the ones he's referring to were taking place, people kept saying, Portland, 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 Portland is burning down, Portland is burning down. During that time we went to Portland, it was perfectly fine. There was nothing happening. It was just a quiet downtown city. And we're like, okay, I guess the media was stirring people up.
I mean, even the Jakarta protests that happened recently, the riots, we went there maybe like a week or two after it happened. There wasn't a single trace of anything going on.
No.
I'm sure like things were set on fire and stuff like that. But
they show the same footage over and over and over and over.
The few buildings that are on fire. So yeah, that side is covered, I feel like, a little bit more than the peaceful ones.
'Cause violence sells.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't the media want to show violence? That's just kind of the point of it. And I feel like one thing maybe why Australians are kind of in the situation where like, I don't really care who's the prime minister. They're both messed up, is because Australians have so many of those things that Americans don't have.
Yeah, they got some safety nets. They got time off. They got maternity leave.
We don't have any of that. We have to vote for the pure demon party, the Republican Party, and then the slightly, maybe we'll give you things sometimes, party, the Democrats.
Yeah, so it's a bit easier to just be like, oh, I don't like what they do, but hey, at least I got some stuff.
Yeah, in America, not always the case.
This is exactly how all Australian arguments go. Oi, fuckhead! Yeah, you! What? Oi! No, fuck you! Alright, bye. Alright, bye. That's it. Reason number 4, America, your celebrities fucking suck, alright? They suck the biggest dicks in the entire world.
Yeah,
Take the election that just fucking happened, or was still happening, or no one knows when it's going to end. The entire cast of Friends went on their Instagram saying, you got to vote Biden, you got to vote Biden, you got to vote Biden. Listen, no one gives a fuck about what... No one cares what Matthew Perry has to say about the fucking election. Jennifer, alright? With your big old norks. Shut the fuck up, alright? Go and make a TV show for the first time in 25 fucking years and shut the fuck up about politics, you fucking goose. The major difference between American celebrities and Australian celebrities is Americans think they're so important and everyone cares about what they have to say. True. And Australian celebrities know that no one cares about them. No one. Because Australian celebrities are just normal people. They walk down the shops, no one gives a shit, right? American celebrities, everyone starts chasing them, taking photos, freaking out. In Australia, everyone fucking hates you. Particularly if you're famous, they fucking hate you more. And the final reason, ladies
the celebrity culture in the U.S. is pretty crazy.
Not as crazy as we see it in Asia, though.
No, people, the idolization in Asia is pretty crazy.
And to wrap up the videos for this week, number 5 is Australia is just better, it's more picturesque. It's a beautiful landscape full of... Number 5. Is Australia is just better. It's more picturesque. It's a beautiful landscape full of amazing animals and great people, including the good motherfuckers, ladies and gentlemen. The reason I made this video is just to point out that the entire world is not falling apart, even though if you spend any time on Twitter, everyone's freaking the fuck out at the moment. It's not. Everything is okay. Be a good motherfucker. Join the good motherfucker club to go into that competition.
Interesting list he has here. We like to be honest in our reactions.
Yeah.
So we tried. If we said something that we necessarily don't agree with as Americans who have the experience of living in America, we said it.
Yeah. And I don't know. That last point, was he mentioning like picturesque?
Yeah. Is Australia more picturesque? We haven't been to Australia, and we are planning to go there early next year, hopefully. So we gotta test it for ourselves. But
the one undeniable thing that we might actually be proud of as Americans is the nature of the U.S. and the national parks and stuff.
America is incredibly beautiful.
Yeah, the
a lot
nature,
of variety.
We don't care about like the cities.
The cities are
stuff.
ugly. I hate the cities
and stuff like that. But the nature of the U.S. is pretty good. We've seen some stuff about the Australian nature.
We'll be going there.
We want to go.
We're coming.
We go. We heard some stuff about Queensland being very beautiful.
But is it better than Yosemite, Yellowstone, Zion, the entire state of Washington, Oregon, the entire state of California, basically? Colorado? I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll have to find out ourselves. See you in the next one.
Goodbye. Bye.